Welcome to the water table, where I'm on a quest to taste every sparkling water in the world, and today I'm coming to you from the Republic of Ireland. I'm on a tour here. I'm trying to taste some of the sparkling waters while I'm here, so that's why you have me in a different location, and I don't have my regular glass. I have one sitting here in a hotel room as I'm going to try this out. And the water that I want to try out now, I'm not just doing the fancy waters, I want to try all kinds. So I got one that is called Centra, which is the name of the store, I believe, that I bought it at, Centra Sparkling Water. Now, in every sparkling water video, I like to tell three simple stories: the story of the water origin, the story of the business and the brand, and then the story of the water itself. And I don't have a lot of detail on this one, but let me tell you what I have, and it's a little bit curious and interesting, I think. So it's labeled as carbonated water. The ingredients are pure water and carbon dioxide only. That's what it says. Now, there's no source location that's disclosed anywhere on the label. If I'm in the United States and that's the case, then I'm suspecting that it's municipal water, but I'm pretty confident that is not the case here, and I'll talk about why in a minute. The total dissolved solids are estimated based upon the reported minerality, so it does have a mineral content here. It lists bicarbonate content of 329, it has a calcium content of 130, and then it has a little bit of sodium in there, has some potassium, some chloride, it has some magnesium in it as well. It's interesting because the profile is actually pretty similar to the profile of Ballygowan, which is the #1 water in Ireland as best as I can tell, and it's sold all over the place. So I am not sure about the origin of this water, but the mineral profile seems to be something, as best as I can tell, that it may reasonably come from County Limerick, from a source that's comparable to where one might get Ballygowan. And that's really interesting to me. Is this water source used also to sell for private labeling for stores? Maybe the same source that is the source for Ballygowan, or one that's nearby with a similar mineral content? I think that's possible. I'm not sure, but it's interesting, and I will taste it in a moment, and that will give me a better sense of whether it has something similar. Now, when you're dealing with sparkling waters, though, your carbonation can be different. You could have two waters from the exact same source, and the way they carbonated and the level of carbonation can drastically change the mouthfeel, even the taste of the water. So I want to keep that in mind as we taste this. I'm going to be comparing the two, and what you might want to even do is check out the other Ballygowan video and hear how I talk about that versus this one. I don't do a lot of on-camera comparison of two waters at once, but I'll think about doing that. So the story of the brand, it's produced by Musgrave Retail Partners, according to my notes. That's one of Ireland's two largest private companies, and they have 615 Centra stores across all of Ireland. So there's the Centra name that we have here. There is no producer named on the label, and the water does have a real substantial mineral identity to it, though, and that is what's notable. For some reason, the brand just doesn't seem to push that or want to explain why or what it is, and I don't know the story behind it. But one thing that's interesting is it's priced really inexpensively compared to some of the other waters, so to undercut some of the other competition. So I'm not sure why they wouldn't promote the fact that its minerality profile seems comparable to some other waters that people like a lot. I don't know the story. But a TDS of about 555. So that's a medium to high. 250 or above is what's required for something to be called a mineral water in the US. I don't think it's the same rule in European Union. But again, that 555 is nearly identical to the Ballygowan, and has some calcium and bicarbonate forward. Those are the notable minerals. They're going to be low on sodium. I'm going to open it, and the way the bubbles react, small bubbles, it's actually lighter than the Ballygowan, if I'm noticing this correctly. Let's see what happens when I pour it in here. Decent carbonation. Has a really good-ish scent, which is usually a sign of a lower total dissolved solids, the amount of minerals that are in it. Yeah, interesting. The carbonation is more noticeable to me on this than the Ballygowan. And I'm gonna break my rule, reach down here. I'm just gonna try it. Another glass here. Well, I don't know. It's pretty hard to tell. They have a really similar taste profile from what I'm doing here. And I'm not sure. It's actually a pretty good water, and it's a very good price, a good quality water. It's a genuine, legitimate mineral water with an unknown source, but I told you what I was guessing. And I guess that's all I have for you. So if you are in Ireland and you want a good quality mineral water that's very affordable as well, you can find this at any Centra store in Ireland, at least at the time of this recording.